Hello and welcome or welcome back. I'm Bo and I am trying to use a combination of the Budget Mom, Caleb Hammer, and the Money Guys to find financial stability for me, my partner, and his 3 kids. In case you didn't know, I'm not sure I've mentioned it actually, but the reason why I named this channel, which is actually my partner Wynn's YouTube channel, I renamed it Wicked Stepmom Budgets because I'm the person who is essentially saying no. That's kind of how this goes. So Wynn is in a lot of debt. I'm not. Wynn technically makes more per hour than I do. However, I am in a more stable financial situation than he is. Also, he has a lot of feelings about how money works that I do not agree with. So we've been working towards a middle ground, and that has had some hiccups. And I thought that it would be great if we could show this process for the benefit of other couples going through the same thing, his kids in the future, and us. I don't know. You know, it might be helpful. So that is a little intro to me and us and our situation. And this video is our transactions from the last week. This is kind of an overview of our transactions. I actually thought about breaking down our envelope transactions as well in a separate video. Let me know if you're interested in that. Basically, that would be saying exactly like what kind of transactions groceries were, because this is what we allocated to that. This is not how things went. So it wasn't just one transaction of $110. We allocated $110 to that and then overshot it by $36. So if you would be interested in seeing like how everything breaks down as far as how our spending goes in those particular categories that are allocations rather than actual spending, let a girl know. Or when, you know, he reads the comments more than I do because he's the one who gets the notifications. So all that being said, and we're 2 minutes in, let's get started. So this is God, it feels like I say this every time. This month's a little bit different. We are just dealing with rollover. So none of our pay is going to be in this month. We are getting paid. We're both getting paid. I work full-time right now. Wynn does not because he is a substitute teacher and he did not find full-time work for the summer. So he is working part-time and we're going to see how that goes. But for my rollover, which is why it says her roll, for my rollover, I rolled over $2,138 to this paycheck period. He rolled over $5,385. And then he paid for his kids' copay for $40. His kids are all in therapy. There's 3 of them. Currently 2 9-year-olds and 1 7-year-old. The 2 9-year-olds are in fact twins and not Irish twins. They are twins. And all 3 are in therapy because they've had some issues with their parents breaking up. Surrounding that, around that, I don't know exactly what all the details are of what like goes on in therapy or anything. And of course that's not my business and that's not your business. But they've been having some difficulties. So they've been in therapy weekly for a while now and will probably keep going for a while. And currently the copay for that is $40 a week. So that's what that was. And then he bought one of his friends a gift for $72. This friend has been watching the kids for free when we've needed babysitters like several times. So, you know, I don't think it's his friend's birthday. I'm not sure, but it came out of Wynn's gift fund. So that was $72. And then I took $32 out of my school fund to get Wynn a certificate in serving alcohol so that he could do some food service gigs that required an alcohol certificate. And then dining out, we got snacky snacks for $5. Groceries got $100. Transportation got $60. Health got $75. Birthdays got $5. Clothes got $20. Shoes got $20. And pet got $15. And then personal got $100. Now all of these right here, groceries, transportation, health, birthdays, clothes, shoes, pet, and personal, these are allocations. These are my envelopes, well, essentially digital envelopes. So these are allocations. These are not actual expenditures. The money is going to get spent, but this is not actually what was spent. This is just what was allocated to those envelopes. And then on the first, rent got paid for $13.50, and it's blue because it's wind spending. Kids insurance premium was $103. Cash, Wynn took out cash from the ATM, that was $50. And that goes under miscellaneous for him. I paid for YouTube Premium Family, that's $26. Yes, I know it is absolutely not a requirement to have that. However, me and Wynn stream YouTube pretty much all day, and ads are annoying. So yeah. Dining out, we had another, set of snacky snacks for $8. Wynn got lunch. It was something called Too Good to Go, and I think he said it's like restaurants will sell like mystery boxes, like mystery food boxes, and that's what that is. I don't know. It was $7. And then we went over budget on groceries. So we went over budget by $36 this week. And then I sent $147 to his debt on the 3rd. I keep thinking of different videos that I need to like add into my rotation. So the green here, the green is inflow. So, normally every 2 Fridays would say his pay, her pay. And now it says his roll, her roll. And these are sort of paydays, but, because Wynn is not working at the school, his paydays are actually different now. So we're keeping things stable by going with the regular paydays, but this will possibly be chaotic. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Because he's not working full-time, we're supposed to be a month ahead, but I don't know if that's actually going to happen because he's been doing gig work, and when you're doing gig work, the kind that doesn't go in a car, it's hit or miss with what you make. So I don't know what his paydays are actually going to be. I don't know if we're actually going to be a month ahead. I know I'm going to be a month ahead. He should be a month ahead, but we shall see what he makes, and also how the spending goes. Because for some reason, I don't know what it is, but for some reason, every summer we end up spending more money than usual. For instance, you can't tell because we didn't go over the allotment, but just in this past week, we spent $200 on clothes and shoes. $200. There's about to be more. Like this coming weekend, all the kids are gonna try on all their clothes to see what still fits and to see how much they need for clothes for the next few months, because they've been growing a lot and there's some clothes that are too small. So we decided to have them try on everything. So yeah, we're spending more money than usual, a lot more, and he's making a lot less. So I'm scared. I'm anxious. I don't know what's going to happen, but please stay along for the ride. Stay along for the ride, and you shall see how we make do and how we make this work. It should be okay. I'm just a very anxious person, which is why I decided to hostilely take over his YouTube. Okay, so all that being said, let's look at what this means for the actual budget. So, in case you were curious, this budget calendar is from the Budget Mom's printable workbook. You can use any calendar. It doesn't matter. It's okay. It's okay. There's plenty of calendars for free online if you want. I'm pretty sure the Budget Mom also has a free monthly calendar. Like, it's okay, y'all. It's okay. Things do not have to be like perfectly matchy aesthetic magicalness. You can make your own budget book for free. It's not actually like, it's not that serious, y'all. The important part is that you don't run out of money. But anyway, speaking of free, this is a free budget paycheck, well, yeah, budget worksheet that I got from Vertex 42. I edited it to match our situation. It will probably be edited further because things are always changing, and I like adding categories apparently. I don't know. So let's get into it. Well, I guess we're not starting with his paycheck because we're not putting a paycheck into the budget right now. So, rollover, rollover is $7,523, and we took $104 from savings. There is no his paycheck, there is no her paycheck, there is no other income, because all we're dealing with right now is savings, essentially. So we're living off of our savings for this month so that after this month, in theory, we can work off of paychecks that we already got. So we are in the process of that. We're working towards that. Let's see if it works out. Wish us luck. Okay, so that is a total inflow of $7,627, which is significantly more than what was budgeted, but that is because I always budget early. I do my budget at least a week early, and then I tweak it as needed closer to, but I get anxious. I get real anxious about money, especially in the summer. So yeah. But it works out well because I budget to be pessimistic, and then things work out better than that, and then I'm happy. You know, this is the whole plan for the worst, hope for the best thing. Okay, so $7,627 is our rollover, and then we go down to his spending. So rent was $1,350. Kid bills was $143. The other $40 will come out on Friday, and that's okay. Internet did not come out yet. That's $66. S&M Collections has not come out yet. That's $50. That is going to come out. And then miscellaneous, Wynn took out that $50 in cash from the ATM, and then $7 of his lunch. He had lunch or whatever. So he budgeted $100. He is still going to take the rest of this $100 out, I believe, or he might take out $40. I'm not sure how he planned on doing that. We shall see. And then for rollover, I put the 2007, which is what we rolled over, what I was planning on rolling over, because I really don't want, and he doesn't want, to spend past this point because we want this money to last at least a whole month. So there will be money. This will be higher. His rollover will be higher by the end of this, hopefully, if we don't run through the rest of the money. So that is a subtotal of $3,557 doll hairs. And just in case you didn't know, I'm feeling real explanation-y today. His rollover is purple. The writing is purple. I don't know if you can tell, but that is in purple, which matches his savings, because this is essentially saving. This is saving it for later. This money still has a home. Its home is just in the future. So that is why this is in purple, and this is why I put it in the spending, because this is not money that's going to end up going to savings. This is going to get spent. So I put it in this category, even though it's technically being saved for later. But any case, all that adds up to $3,557, which is less than budgeted, but you know, we still have a few things to come out. And that leaves us with $4,070. And then Win is not saving anything aside from the rollover, because we're trying to be a month ahead, and he's not going to be making much this summer. So no saving. We're just surviving at this point. Yeah, basically we're not saving anyway. So then we get to my spending, and mind you, we don't share accounts. So this is my checking account. And I had YouTube Premium Family come out, and that's it so far. So that was $26 for my monthly bills. And then his debt got the $147. There will be another $20 coming out. However, that is a separate thing, because I set up the automatic transfers weird. Don't judge me. Dining out got $13 so far. I budgeted more than usual this time, because we are going to taste test a possible wedding venue, because we are getting married next year. So we're still going to do that. So there will be significantly more dining out expenditure. But for now it's 13. Groceries got 146 out of the 220 budgeted. We are more than likely going to be over budget for this. And I've been thinking about it, and I've been talking to Win about it, and I think we really need to raise our grocery budget, because the reason why we're over budget is because we had to do some bulk shopping. We do go to Costco, and we do get like big bags of rice and, you know, big packs of oatmeal and, you know, bags of coffee grounds, stuff like, not coffee grounds, coffee beans, stuff like that. Like we get some bulk items, and what we're thinking about is actually splitting up groceries into like the weekly grocery buy and then the bulk buy. So we're thinking of separating that and putting more in here so that we don't go over budget every time we like shop at Costco. But, you know, let me know what you think. Let us know what you think, because I don't know. In theory, we could stay under this 220, but that would mean giving up those bulk savings. So I don't know how I feel about that. Then transportation got the 60 as budgeted. Health got the 75 as budgeted. Hopefully we can build this back up before we have any big health expenses. And honestly, y'all, having good health insurance is so important. Please don't miss out on that. We have spent so much money on healthcare between the two of us and also the kids. Y'all, having good insurance makes such a difference. One of these days we're gonna have better insurance, and then we won't be spending so much. But today is not that day. Home shopping got 25 as budgeted. Birthdays got 5 as budgeted. I might have to raise that back again. I really wanted to like cut down on spending this summer, and I don't think it's gonna happen that way. Yeah, I don't know. Clothing and shoes got 40 as budgeted. Pet care got 15 as budgeted. Personal got 100 as budgeted. I have absolutely not spent all this money. I spent half of it. But this is, again, an allocation, not actual spending. So it will get spent. It will get spent. And then I am tentatively rolling over $925 as budgeted. It will be more than that, but we have a tendency to go over budget in the summer, so I'm trying not to completely eliminate my wiggle room. But that is a subtotal of $1,737, which is less than budgeted. We do still have some things coming out, but we also rolled over more than budgeted, so we are okay. That leaves us with $2,333. And again, I'm not saving anything this paycheck because we are in rollover mode. So we're trying to roll over as much as we can every paycheck. And then for savings spent, Wynn got a certificate for serving alcohol. That's $32. And then he also got his friend a gift for $72. So that is $104 out of savings, which, look at that, is the same amount that came out of savings here. So we are left with $2,229. That money will go over to the next week, and the next column is the final numbers. So we're in good shape here. So that's $2,229 when we only have a couple hundred left to budget. I'm feeling good about it. I'm really hoping that we can add like 2,000 to our current rollover, because I know for sure this 925 will definitely last me one paycheck, and 2007 will last Wynn at least one paycheck. So we should be good to go regardless, because we should have another $2,000 to roll over. So we should be good to go, barring some kind of calamity. I'm real hopeful, y'all. Oh my goodness, it's been 21 minutes. I'm so sorry. I've been talking so long. It feels like I never really get into as much detail as I'd like to, but I also don't want to waste your time or have you sitting here forever. So I appreciate you so much. Thank you for staying as long as you did. If you have any questions or I messed up the math somewhere, let a girl know. I appreciate you so much. Never forget that you deserve financial stability, and I hope you have a great day on purpose. Bye.